All right, can you hear me? Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. Welcome to our second open forum webinar about the ITJD NEG grant. These particular webinars are a little bit different from the other ones that we've done so far, so we like to sporadically have an open forum format so that you guys can sort of have an opportunity to give suggestions and ask any questions that you have about ITJD NEG. Or, Burning Glass, or the website content that we've done for Illinois WorkNet, etc. So there's no PowerPoint or anything like that. I have this one screen up here, but that's really the only screen that we have for that. There's not really even a strict agenda, and we typically don't aim for these to be too long or drawn out. If you don't have anything to say on this particular webinar, but something comes up later, you can voice that concern on a later webinar. Having said that, if you guys do have an issue or a question between this webinar and the next open forum one, I don't want you to wait until the next webinar to reach out to us. Definitely reach out to us right away. Send us an email, give us a call. We're very open to that kind of thing. I'm going to leave people unmuted as they come on. But if I notice a lot of white noise coming from your microphone, I'll mute you to make sure everybody can hear us okay. If you want to be muted and you don't want to say anything, you'll have to mute yourself from your end. I'm going to be manning the chat box here, and Nicole will be doing a majority of the talking. If you want to send a message on the chat box, it should be located in the lower right corner of your screen. You might need to click on the chat button in order to see that chat box, but it should be down there. Now, we've been out to some of your locations recently, so we've been gathering questions and comments from everybody just in preparation for this webinar. We're going to start off by going through those questions and comments, and then we're going to open it up to anybody on the webinar who has any additional questions or comments to talk about. With that, I'm going to throw it over to Nicole. Give me a second to throw the ball over to her.
Okay. Hello, everyone. As Jeff mentioned, we're going to start off by addressing issues that we've been notified about. So while discussing these topics, please feel free to stop me and ask a question or make a comment at any time. After those points are discussed, we're going to open the floor to discuss other items, including issues with burning glass, JD/NEG questions, or anything else related to IT that anyone would like to discuss. Very first thing that we want to talk about today is an issue that was brought to our attention actually just a week ago or so. One of the locations notified us that case notes are actually restarting the 30-day clock. So what's happened is the integration case notes between Burning Glass and IWDS are actually restarting the monthly contact 30-day clock, causing some case managers to miss their 30-day contact requirements. We have brought this issue up to DCEO, and we're waiting for a full response on resolving this. We wanted to see if anyone else has noticed this issue. So if you have, please make that known. Let us know that you're having issues with that as well. Or if anybody's come up with a way to possibly bypass the issue, please let us know. All the sharing that we can do on this is very important, especially with this, because we don't want anybody to be missing their 30-day requirements. It was not the intention of our case notes, integration case notes when we started, so we want to be sure that we get that taken care of as soon as possible. Another issue that came up recently in one of our presentations was an issue with uploading resumes. We previously spoke about this, having issues with the RTF or the text files as a saved resume format. And we found that those RTF files were struggling to be uploaded and parsing the information out correctly. We found out the other day that there's also an issue with PDF documents being uploaded into the system. So if you have any job seekers that are having issues with uploading their resume, our best suggestion from Burning Glass is to use a version of Microsoft Word, either .doc or .docx. They're currently working, Burning Glass, on a resolution to help incorporate these PDF and RTF files and other file saves other files that resumes are saved in order to help upload the parsing information that they're looking for to put the resumes together. They haven't fully come out with an integration that works well, but in the meantime, they're recommending those Microsoft Word documents to be used. Once we know more, we'll definitely share that with everybody. Another thing that kind of came to light the other day when we were doing a presentation was the star matching system. We found that to receive the benefits of the star matching system, job seekers needed to review jobs through their particular resume. Basically what this meant was select the resume, one of the 5 that may be saved within the tool, and from that resume, go in and review jobs from there. So I'm actually going to show you how to do this through Burning Glass. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here really quickly. Okay. So I'm in the Burning Glass Career Explorer account here, and I'm going to go ahead and log in. And what I'm going to do is show you the difference between doing a general job search using the tool and doing a job search through your resume, and you'll see how the star matching is affected. So just for a general search for jobs, you can see either recommendations based on your resume, which would give you that star matching, or you can do start or continue a job search without a resume, either one. For me here, there's another way you can do it. If you go to your home screen, you can do search for jobs. If you use this particular button, whatever you put into the box, so we'll say help desk technician, this is what the keyword that the job search is going to search for. So if you go ahead and search this way, you'll notice here that there's no rating on the left-hand side. Basically what it's saying is these are jobs that, based on the keyword or keywords that you've entered, are a good match to those keywords, but it's not necessarily using your particular resume to determine whether this is a good fit for you or not. The best way to determine that is to come back to your home page. If you go down to your saved resumes and click on whichever one you choose, on the right-hand side here in this orange box, there's a Save Resume and View Job Postings. If you click on that, these are going to be the particular jobs based on the keywords within your resume that they suggest. And you'll see here on the left that the star rating is now incorporated within these positions. So based on the resume that you're using, that particular one, these are the jobs that they are suggesting to you as being the best fit. Then continue your job search as normal, clicking on the ones that you're interested in looking at and following the direction to either apply for the job or use the employer name here in the middle to go ahead and go to their website directly and apply, whichever suits them best. If I go back to my home page and select another resume, for giggles I just threw in my workforce development resume. You can see on this one, I have not completed this resume fully yet, which is why I'm not able to click on the Save and Move to Next Step. So I just wanted to show that it had to be a fully developed resume in order for that, Save and View Jobs tab to be opened up for you. So if you haven't completed the resume or the job seeker hasn't completed that particular resume, they're not going to be able to use that one to search for jobs. So I just wanted to show that to everyone. We're going to come back to our screen here. On the next thing, we wanted to remind everybody that people who are using the Burning Glass screens, your customers, can contact us directly if they need assistance with usage of the tools. We wanted to be sure that everybody understood that there's no need for you individually to be masters of the Burning Glass tools as well as us. That's why we're here. Our contact info is listed in the Burning Glass tab on Illinois WorkNet, and I'll show you exactly where that is in a second. But we want to be sure with all the things that you're handling right now that you're not thinking you're required to remember all of this too. Any questions that you have, any questions that your direct clients have, please give us a call directly and we'll try to troubleshoot as best we can, because if we can't solve it directly, we can go directly to Burning Glass and let them know. So we wanted to be sure to show you that. Let's see. Really quickly here, this is the Illinois WorkNet Job-Driven NEG partner page. Let me share this here really quick. Okay, so this is from www.illinoisworknet.com/job-driven-NEG. You can go to this page. I'm sure you're all familiar with it, but if you click directly on the Burning Glass tab, you can see Jeff and my contact information, either phone or email, whichever's easier for you or them to use, to go ahead and contact us again with any of those issues. We continue to conduct our face-to-face visits with the participating locations. We've done a number of them already and would definitely like to expand our reach. During our visits, we can speak either directly with JD&EG program managers, case managers who are involved with the program, or directly with your customers who are seeking IT positions and will be using the tools. During the meetings, previous ones, we've reviewed how to use the case management or job seeker portions of the tool or both. We can also field questions you or your job seekers may have about resumes, applicant tracking systems, IT interviewing questions, and how to tackle transferable skills. We can conduct small to medium class size presentations to your job seekers, and we just wanted to remind everyone that we can also talk to these IT job seekers, whether they're in JD&EG or if they're just regular Formula Fund IT job seekers. If the JD&EG tools, anything that we've come up with here on Illinois WorkNet would be beneficial to a formula-funded IT job seeker, please go ahead and use them. We've gotten the okay to expand the usage of Burning Glass to incorporate those other IT job seekers. So anybody that you feel would be able to use the tool and benefit from them, please go ahead and share. We do have room to keep incorporating people in the Burning Glass career focus. So please go ahead and enroll them, and if you have any questions, let us know. The next thing that we wanted to talk about was that we're currently developing employer outreach marketing materials. We'll be delivering that content to our participants through a webinar that we have scheduled for October. These materials will include 2 flyers that were similar to the ones that we use for client outreach. We've also incorporated an informational postcard and an informational email to help entice employers to participate with the program. All of these things are currently being worked on right now. Once we get it all developed, we have to have it approved by DCEO. So we will be determining that October schedule date for the webinar very shortly, hopefully. Once DCEO gives us an okay on everything. We want to be sure that we have all of the tools fully ready to go by the time that we present that webinar. Keep in mind, everybody, too, that if there's anything that you want to pop in and talk about, you're more than welcome to. Shouldn't have anybody muted right now, so anything that you want to say, please go ahead and pop in. Some of you have been using the benefits of the smarter assessment testing with your customers. Some of you that we've talked to have said that it's been working very well for you. We wanted to let you know, you may already know, that the company's merged and will soon start charging for those free assessments. So those of you who previously set up an account will be able to continue using the services for free through the end of the year. As of January 1st, the company will start charging to use their tool. Jeff and I continue to search for assessment tests, and we'll share any additional ones we find. We're hoping that we can find another free tool that works as well as Smarter did. If anybody has a tool out there that they've been using similar to Smarter or anything that's been working really well, please go ahead and share. We'd like to put up shared information on the Illinois WorkNet site so that everybody can see and use and make use of the tools that are working for you. On that note, we also have worked really hard to continue to add content to the Illinois WorkNet website. If I come back to this page here, Originally, when we started, we had listed a number of things under this guidance by category that we wanted to make sure that we filled in. These were things that were asked for by DCEO. These are things that we decided to add in as well because we thought they would be helpful to this project. All of these things have now been filled in with some content, and we continue to add to this content. As webinars continue to be developed and recorded, we're going to go ahead and add them, and then any of the written content that goes with those webinars will be put into its selective place within this workNet website. If there's anything else that you would like to see here or anything that you, again, have been using and know works really well and would like to share with everybody, please let us know about it and we'll add it into this website. We think that this location is the best one for getting information out to all of you guys in one central location. The final thing, well, one of the final things that I wanted to talk about was to remind everybody that we have the LMI document that has laid out pathways in IT and is in a very easy format for anyone to use. That guide can help them work with customers who are new to IT or looking to transition in the field. If you go to Burning Glass again, from the JD-NEG page on Illinois WorkNet and click on this Opportunities in Chicago's IT Landscape, you can actually save this tool right to your desktop and use it as you meet with new or experienced IT people and talk about their pathway. This tool is interactive. It gives you information on how all of this data was put together. And then as you come down in the tool, you will see, hang on, a couple more pages. This definitions and I can never get this word right. Iconography, there we go. This is exactly what you need to use to move through the tool. So you can either read it page after page, or you can go ahead and use these links to move throughout the page. So if you know that someone's got experience and you want to use the occupational ladder, you can go ahead and click on this icon right here. If you know where their level is or what barriers they have, you can see, you can go right to experienced people or you can start very low experience. So this one's very useful in moving through, and you can see that the tool is clickable. This one also lists companies that hire in the area, so you can go ahead and use this tool to find information on the companies that are hiring. And this was from research that was done from all of 2014. Everything that's clickable, you can get further information. The parts that we really like about this is if you scroll down, I'm sorry, there's so many scrolling items here. But you get into, leveraging your career ladders. There's a mapping here on page 15. That's really good. And then as you come down a little further, these pages where it starts talking about, based on what section you are, how can you get into these ladders, what type of things do you need to know in order to advance. All of this information is very useful. Jeff and myself have said many times that if we had only had a tool like this when we were meeting with people face-to-face, it made it a lot easier than having to relearn and restudy what we were going to be talking about with our client when they came in the door. So having all of this as an easy-to-reach guide would have been super helpful for us, which is why we really like this tool. And you can keep on scrolling down. So make sure that you check this out if you haven't before. We just wanted to bring it back up again to make sure that everybody's using it or understands that it's there and it's easy for everyone to reach. Final thing that we wanted to talk about is just finding out from you guys if there's any additional topics that you would like to have discussed in a webinar. We're more than happy to research and present anything related to IT or this grant. If anyone's found additional tools that their center uses that might be helpful for other centers to review, that was a big point that DCEO wanted to push in this grant, was collaboration and trying to mimic paths that one center was taking that was working really well. If we could spread that path out to other centers to make that universal, that's what they're looking to do. We wanted to see if anyone's had an issue with an IT customer or a company that they're unsure how to resolve and don't have the ability to research. Let us know. We understand that you guys are very busy and you don't necessarily have the time to research and find answers right away. That's something that we can definitely do for you. So if you're stuck and unsure how to proceed, let us know and we can go ahead and put some research into it and get back to you as soon as possible. It can be anything with pathways in IT, interviewing problems, issues with certifications, anything that we can help focus on to come up with a resolution. Remember that we do have contact with DCEO and Illinois WorkNet as well, and we'd be happy to work with them to help get the answers that you're looking for. That's pretty much all I had to talk about today. Jeff, do you have anything else to add?
No, not really. Just reiterating that we really liked going out to the locations that we've gone out to so far. So if we haven't reached out to you, or if you'd like us to come out to your location, like Nicole said, just to talk about whatever it is with the grant that you're struggling with, or whatever is working for you. If you need us to talk directly to your clients, if you want us to talk directly to you, that's fine. I mean, we've been out to National Label and Lake County and DCS and Pyramid, and we got a couple other ones scheduled as well. So we really like going out and visiting you guys face to face, just to talk about this this grant and its successes and whatnot. So if that's something that interests you, you'll probably get an email from us shortly about coming out and visiting you guys. If not, just reach out to us. We'd be happy to come out and talk to you.
Does anybody else have anything that they want to discuss, or is there something that you would like me to retouch on that we talked about earlier? Anyone? So I know this was kind of a short one today. Really the goal of this was to just get some information out there that we've been made aware of, and we wanted to be sure that we gave you guys an open platform to go ahead and discuss anything that might be bothering you or something that you found as a win. So we can go ahead and share. So we're going to go ahead and stay on for just a couple more minutes. If anybody has anything that they want to share, either within the chat window, or again, you guys are not muted. So if you want to speak, you're more than welcome to speak now. Otherwise, in a few minutes, we'll go ahead and end the session. And this will be up on the Illinois WorkNet website within a few days, so you can go ahead and re-listen if you missed the beginning. And please feel free to contact us at any time. And that's all.